Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy is a game in which you attempt to get this man up this mountain.
You do so in this way. You fall off in a similar way.
No. Oh, you just lost a lot of progress.
Getting Over It is a game in which any amount of progress you gain is insecure and conditional on your continued success. It takes a long time to get anywhere and even longer to get back there again.
Oh, it happened again.
I bought Getting Over It after seeing the Game Grumps crack at it, intrigued by Bennett's narration and concern for the nature of games.
What can I say? I'm an art student, and I like the beginner's guide.
In fact, it enraptured me. I once played a lot of GURP, an earlier Foddy game, and Getting Over It shared a strange magnetic movement that I'm drawn to. But really, I was attracted to the idea that there was a conclusion. The game is called Getting Over It, and I felt like if I was going to experience what Bennett had to offer, then I had to get over it myself. Every small story about the game's inspirations, or the nature of trash art, or even Bennett's little slam poetry bits, propelled me onwards, even if I was currently propelling myself off the mountain.
Above all earthly dignities.
It took ages. In a single day, I spent 12 hours playing the game in a feverish attempt to reach the top and see what the hell happened there, because I knew that whether or not it was satisfactory, it would feed into the manic emotional experience I was having. Fall. Swing. Jump. Swing, swing, swing. Over. Stop. Steady, balance, lower, adjust, pogo, grab, swing, pull, press, fall. I spent my time repeating these completed sections by listening to podcasts or VODs, or for a while with H-Bomber Guy's stream in the background, playing Haiti, a terrible game he couldn't help but be compelled to finish. At one point, Sean of Sean and Jen promised H-Bomb he would play the game if H-Bomb could finish Getting Over It. And their frustration at Haiti felt like a little slice of solidarity as I struggled to climb on.
But Getting Over It isn't a bad game. It's just fair. Your movements are your own. Sure, the game pokes at you a little, but it didn't aggravate me, nor did I feel it tried to. So, let me place you in my position.
I've been playing for pretty much 6 hours straight since I got back from class. Normally time I would spend napping, replying to emails, etc. I have finally passed a point troubling me, and I've sprinted ahead past a jumping section I have no business failing. And I hear Bennett's voice. His interjections have been getting more conclusive for a while now, but this time it's obvious we're nearing the game's end. He tells me I don't want to finish the game, and that I can keep playing if only I follow the snake.
Fuck that!
So I struggle on, I lasso over the bucket, and I leap over the gap, and I dance up the ice wall with a speed that, since finishing the game, I still have not seen emulated by speedrunners. I reach this pantheon. I learn the name of the person in the pot. Bennett recounts all the sections I've passed to get here. I pogo up from the shopping trolley, try climbing the radio tower, and propel myself backwards. Past the pantheon, down the ice wall, and beyond the bucket. I accidentally hooked myself on the snake. And there, 17 hours into Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy, I am at the start. When I finished Getting Over It, I was serene and I was proud. I immediately compared my time with the game to the sub-2-minute speedruns you can find on YouTube. But that didn't diminish my sense of accomplishment. The people who have the game down to a fine muscle memory haven't completed it any more than I have. We've both just experienced this thing. We've both worked to the top of the mountain in our own ways. Universally, it was hard, and we did it, and now the only thing left to do is climb it again. I loved the experience of Bennett Foddy. The feeling of improving in skill, the surreal architecture, the jokes with friends about what exactly the Bennett Foddy is, but most of all, the struggle and the persistence.
You cannot now believe that you will ever feel better.
I have depression and social anxiety. This comes as no surprise to anyone, and not to be the film student you all know I am, but this game to me reminded me of my own struggles with my health. See, it's often difficult for depressed people to do basic tasks. We tie ourselves in knots, overthinking things, or we just cannot muster the energy to talk to people, do the dishes, do our homework. Getting out of bed in the morning can be something which requires Herculean effort. We've been given bodies that seem ill-designed to navigate our world. Activity is awkward and jarring, and we often fail at what we aimed to do in a day. We fall down. And not to get too after-school special on you, but the only thing to do in that situation is to take a moment on the ground and start climbing the mountain again. Whatever ridiculous route or method you choose, whatever speed and whatever skill, we get through. Things that were once easy become hard, become easy again, need repeating. We get through things only to have to do them so many more times. We may never make much progress, but we make the mountain as much a home as we can.
I didn't care whether getting over it had a real resolution. I expected that the only thing really waiting for me was the same beach I had started on. And that is perfectly okay. That one simple journey, one which some can make in 2 minutes, was done, and it was time to start another. One task done, and we're climbing again. It never really stops being hard, but it does get better. It doesn't matter that it took 23 hours. What matters is my own perseverance. I did myself proud, so I am proud. I don't think getting over it with Bennett Foddy is really a game about getting to the top of the mountain. It's about getting over what's right in front of you at any given time. It's not about being the best at getting to the top. It's about having the chutzpah to keep trying in a world where movement is hard. Maybe you can only get so far at a certain speed before falling down. Maybe you can only ever do what you have the energy to. Maybe we just have to make the mountain comfortable.
Getting over it. It's not easy, but it's worth trying. There's bound to be a ghost at the back of your closet. No matter where you live, there'll always be a few things, maybe several things, that you're gonna find really difficult to forgive. There's gonna come a day when you feel better. I promise you'll rise up free and easy on that day. You'll float from branch to branch, lighter than the air. And when that day is coming, who can say, our mother has been absent ever since we founded Rome. But there's gonna be a party when the wolf comes home.
There's no way left to go but up. And in a moment, I'll shut up. But let me say, I'm glad you came.